You're going to need one soon, so you're going to have to go.
What's going on? Hold on. I've got audio. I've got no fucking video. Where's my video, man? Come on, what's going on? I've got OBS. OBS, sort this out. Right? This is meant to be a podcast. I want visual, please. Right. Camera. How do I get the camera working? I don't understand what's going on. Didn't know I used to do this at all.
Like a podcast, isn't it?
Well, it's a podcast, but it's a visual podcast as well. I want a visual podcast.
You can get visual podcast.
Well, you bloody can. I've done it before. I don't know what's
Never
going
seen a
on.
visual fucking podcast.
Well, this is how it is. This is not unique. It's not new. It shouldn't be at all. I don't know what's going on. Why is my video? Where's the bloody? Every time that goes off, I keep thinking it's someone answering, and it's not. Literally, just gonna be on the phone for like hours. Oh, God, man, what's going on, man? I didn't want just an audio podcast, man. I want my stupid, ugly face on it as well. This is ridiculous. Can you imagine if you actually signed up for my university and you got this as your like first lesson? As to how unprofessional this would all look. You know what I mean? It's a good job I'm not actually charging £9,000 a year for my university yet. God, what's going on, mate? Have I got what? Students. Well, would you like to join?
Nah,
my last student, man, I actually got him to sign the visitors book, right? I wrote him a contract, right? He's just flunked. He's flunked out, mate. He just borrowed money off us and like not paid it back and just screwed us around. I'm not prepared to fucking go through that anymore. So basically, like he's sacked basically. Stevie, you're out. I'm turfing you out of university. Okay, Stevie B, if you're listening to this, you're out, mate. I don't want to hear from you again. Don't contact us again. I'm just not bothered. Keep the money. Just go away. Spend it on getting as far from me as possible so I don't have to look at your stupid face anymore and listen to your stupid voice anymore. And you're deliberately trying to be annoying anymore because you're just not like funny with it. At least when I am like ever deliberately annoying or like cheeky, it is actually extremely fucking funny. Because like the fact is, I virtually never lie. So when I do actually act on the extremely odd occasions, like once every 6 months to 18 months, that it actually occurs that I take the piss out of someone, I have their life so fucking badly that they're literally looking for the fucking razor blades, mate. You know what I mean? Because I'm not. Oh, hi, you're right. Yeah, I'm just I'm wanting to make a report of a theft, please. Right, basically, Gateshead Council came in my house with police officers and took sound equipment valued at approximately £1,500 to £2,000, right? They're refusing to basically take my calls or allow me access to recover that equipment. It's my opinion that basically they're breaking the law because they executed a warrant for which I had specifically ran up and said, look, I'm not in the property, someone's squatting me property. That's where it happened. I live in Stanley now, so I'm a member of Stanley. You know what I mean? But I want to make it known to the police, whichever department or whatever, right? Because I live in Stanley now, so I'm under the Durham constituency constabulary. So yeah, to save us having to go on hold to them. But yeah, basically, what it was, there was noise complaints, right? So they served an abatement notice, right, which I obeyed, right? I kept the music very quiet, right? But I had a girl living with us who's like basically mentally ill, right? And I'm not going to mention her name because I'm recording this as well, so I don't want that to be on the recording as like, you know, to disrespect her in any way, right? Basically, I was on holiday, and basically she was playing the music really loud when I was on holiday. I had previously said, look, I'd fallen out with her over text and says, look, give the keys back to my dad. Do not go to my address. Not invited. Give the keys back to my dad. Right. When I found out she was there, I phoned the police, reporting her for squatting, which is illegal. Right. Yeah, because she was basically essentially, according to the law, according to the letter of law, or my understanding of the law, she was squatting in my property because she did not have property rights there as a tenant, signed in. She did not have my permission there. No, not. Yeah, yeah. Okay, this is how it occurred. She played the music really loud, so they executed a warrant. Right now, the person at the council, I've got paperwork saying to get your equipment back, use these contact details of this person, Cody Harris at Gateshead Council, on this number. Right, I ring the number, I'm ignored. Right, she has my mobile number. I've I've never got through. She ignores my calls. As far as I'm concerned, right, if I give you that phone number, I can pretty much guarantee if you ring, she will answer straight away because she has my number noted down and it probably says, well, that's a good point. Shall I try that now? Okay, give me one moment. Yeah. What I'm saying is, though, it's quite a complex scenario, right? Because basically, I reported to her, I reported to Cody Harris, right, that I was not in the property, A. B, that I reported to the police that she was squatting in the property, right, and I asked her to have her removed, right, because she did not have any permission to be there. She did not have permission to use that sound equipment. It's a similar manner, like, you know, you leave your car keys in your house, someone goes to your house, takes your car keys and takes your car for a ride, that would be like taken without owner's consent. It's illegal, but like playing music without owner's consent of like who owns the equipment is not a statutorily barred thing at present. I doubt it ever would be, but that's basically what occurred. And then they took the stuff and they're yeah, but I want to report them for theft because I've spoken to someone online. They said if they've kept the stuff for more than 6 months, yeah, but they're refusing to return it. And they're making it so difficult for me to get the stuff back. No, I mean, the problem is I don't know if a solicitor's letter would be free in this sense. I mean, if I can work out how this is all formulated as they've broken the law and prove to you that they've broken the law, can you then take action? You know? Yeah. Aye. Yeah. Aye. Aye. Right. Okay. I mean, I know it's kind of probably deemed a civil matter. But I consider it a criminal matter. I mean, I had some stuff stolen where someone borrowed it and didn't return it, and I tried to report it, and I said they're probably going to say they've bought it off us, and they hadn't, and they just says, oh, it's a civil matter, go away, and I lost like about £1,000 worth of equipment, you know. Right. Okay. Aye. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've already been on the phone with solicitor today. I'm just waiting for them to call back if they ever go into like so. Okay, right. Cheers for taking me call. Hopefully, I haven't taken up your time, valuable time with anything more important. So, okay. Cheers. Bye. Right. So anyway, the busies are busy, and took 24 minutes to have that call, and only got about 3 minutes of actual half sense out of anybody. I decided to do this podcast because I'm on a bit of a rant today because I've not slept, which might be apparent if you could see my eyes, but you can't see them apparently, or can you? I don't even know because all I can see is the screen in front of us with this bloody symbol for the software which is streaming through, so it's not very good. Right, okay, right, let's fucking ring this horrible woman at the council, as I might describe her because she's been horrible to me. So I think it's quite right and not too disrespectful to say she's horrible. Right, let's ring her off the other phone, which I've deemed the bat phone for obvious reasons. Maybe, maybe not. And let me have a look. Right, let's get this number. Ran, I'll not read it out, so he's doing all bother that. What, no, I might. Maybe. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Very gosh. Well, if anybody wants to ring up and see how base traffic says they are horrible, you can ring Cody Harris at Newcastle Council. No, landline numbers 0191 433 oh 433 3920. 3920. Yeah, let's see if she's going to answer the call now. She hasn't got the phone number clocked because I'm in enough with everyone. Speakerphone this. I think it's quite important. La. Yes. She recorded message. During the COVID, everything's 4 times as busy as everything else, so we can't take the call very quickly because we can't be bothered. Nice. Okay. So this is the council officers, so maybe like, you know, she's working from home. Probably. I suspect that council officers are still active. She's still getting paid a wage. So what is she actually doing if she's not answering the phone? You know what I mean? I've got a mobile number as well, which I'll try and call, and I know it works because she's texted us of it. I was actually needing a piss a second ago, before I started. I thought we were using to start the podcast and actually off. Oh, there's your windows are open. Come through anyway, I need people bouncing off from the podcast, man. It's not fun if it's just me. Right, so anyway, I'm back from having to like have a little tinkle. So anyway, this is, I suppose, what you could deem a podcast on the law. Maybe not. Instructing me on how to probably not do things to get a result. Like basically, if you can, just like phone us this down. Say, I have money. I will pay you to do stuff. And they go, oh, right. So, what is it you'd like doing? Right, I'd like you to get the fucking speakers back from Gateshead Council because they don't have the right to keep them. Because they fucking took them under false pretenses when they were fucking informed that someone was squatting in the house. So the fucking police ignored that. The council ignored that. And they served the fucking warrant a couple of weeks later when music was really fucking quiet. And complained that there'd been loads and occasions of loud music. Yeah, I got fucking evicted because of some stupid cunt who wrote my name was. After he couldn't fucking keep his fucking vocal cords quiet in a fucking elephant, fucking worn on the rest of the trial with a fucking neck plate or something. Fucking ridiculous. Right, so this fucking voice, I'm speaking answer. Honestly, mate, what are they paying these people for? What are they paying these people for? She's probably on like 18 to 24 grand a year. Right? And what is she actually fucking doing for that at the minute? Like? No, it's ridiculous, mate. Private sector housing. Right? Aye, okay, what? Serving noise complaints. Brilliant, aye, excellent, mate. So we're providing some decent housing that's built properly, making sure people like Barrett Homes and et al. Don't build crap houses that like have paper thin walls. You know what I mean? Yeah, no answer. me fucking answer, mate. Right, what's the fucking point? Aye, yeah, I might have rang off that one. I tried off yours, mate. No bother. How can I proceed with this? I mean, like, basically, you know, I've rang fucking council offices and, like, basically, they fucking have a rang the reception desk to ask what's going on. Right. Oh, 1-9-1-4-3-3-3-0-0-0. But I'm gonna just try to ring the fucking front desk again, like, cause fucking, you know what I mean, like, what the fuck are they?
Thank you for calling Gateshead Council. Please select your option by using your telephone keypad.
2 seconds.
Press 1 if you know the name of the person you require.
I know the fucking name, but I'm not putting it in.
Good afternoon. Please say the name of the person you require, or to speak to a customer service advisor, please say operator.
Operator.
I didn't catch that. Please repeat the name or say operator.
Operator.
Was that operator?
Yes.
Okay, please hold.
No. And that saves like time and boredom at the other end, like, but literally it's so fucking frustrating, like, this shit, man. It's just ridiculous.
Good afternoon, Gateshead Council.
Hi, Gateshead Council. Can I ask your name, please? Who am I speaking to?
Carol.
Hi, Carol. My name's Aaron Lane. I'm trying to get through with Cody Harris. Do you know if she's working from home? Or whether she's getting...
Oh, not be a moment, there.
Right, come back to us if you don't get through, though. Cheers.
Did you say it was Tony Harris?
No, Cody, C-O-D-Y, Harris.
Oh,
Cody
yeah,
Harris.
And I'm guessing you've spoken to Cody before in the past, have you?
Yeah.
And what's your name, please?
It's Aaron Lane.
Sorry, what's your first name?
Aaron.
E-R-I-N?
No, A-A-R-O-N.
Not be a moment there.
This is her CV. Good. You got the job. Literally. Right. Her CV to get that job is: I'm alive, IQ 43 or thereabouts, can't be bothered to test it. Can I have a job? Aye, no bother, we'll put you on reception. But it's like, it's a fucking piss take, mate. The fucking cunt hung up on me, right? Because I said I was going to start recording. I'm just not fucking telling them. I just don't fucking give a fuck anymore. You can fuck off, right? Where I take it to court, where I use it in court, I don't fucking care because you're recording me, so I'm fucking recording you. So basically, if you don't want to use my recording, I'll access the fucking data request thing for £10 if they even still charge that, and I'll ask you for your recording of my fucking end. Sorry, what?
Her number's just ringing out. Do you want me to just put you through to the general number for private sector housing?
If there's anybody there, I mean, is anybody going to answer? Can I ask a couple of questions? Is Cody Harris actually staffed to meant to be getting paid at the minute? Right, because she doesn't answer calls ever. Not to me, anyway. Right, she eventually, if she's emailed, replies by ringing back. Right, and I want to know what she's getting paid for, because I don't get paid to do this. You know what I mean? This is my free time that I'm using up to try and ascertain why, how, I can get my equipment back from the council, which is valued at approximately £1,500 to £2,000.
All I can say at the moment is we are customer services, and as customer services, we are online from 8:30 till 5:30 at night.
Right.
We've been told now a lot of services are working from home.
Aye.
A lot of services are email only, which we find is very, very difficult as well as the customers.
Aye, yeah. See, one of the things is I've got
questions on Cody, but I can certainly put you through to private sector housing.
Aye, if you can try, see if there's anybody there. But I mean, I kind of want to find out. Like, also, I want to make a complaint. I think I tried to lodge a complaint, right, but I was told I had to email it in. So I emailed some bullet points of what the complaint was, but I didn't get any further than that, and I didn't get a reply because it was deemed too scatty to be a proper complaint. Probably, I'm guessing. Right, so it wasn't deemed a proper complaint. I want that to be a complaint. I have a mental health problem. I have a mental. Yeah.
I'm just struggling to. I'll put on this. Right, that's
Aye,
better.
neighbour,
Yeah.
can you hear us any
I'm
better?
struggling to hear you.
Aye, sorry, I've got a mental health problem, right, and I find it much easier to like speak verbally than I do to compose emails. I can do it, but it's more difficult.
I totally get that. I would be exactly
It's
the
a
same.
lot more difficult for us.
Just bear with me 1 second there. So you've been in touch with Cody before in the past.
Aye.
Because what was your surname, please?
Lane, Lane.
Lane, and just briefly, because you don't have to share the same story to me. What was it regarding?
Music equipment. Music equipment was seized under a noise abatement order and a warrant served on your premises. Noise abatement order.
Is that noise from neighbours or from yourself?
No, from myself, but I wasn't in the property at the time, which something I informed Cody Harris of, and she just ignored that fact.
What's your address?
It was 30 Balfour Street, Bensham, NE8 1YL.
30
Balfour Street, Bensham, NE8 1YL.
Balfour Street.
Aye.
Right. Not be a moment. I'll just see. I'll see who's available from private sector housing.
Brilliant. Cheers, man. Thank you.
Because they'll have it on the system anyway, so they should be able to help.
I mean,
you.
someone should be dealing with it. If she's not available, someone else should be available to deal with it. And I don't.
Oh, well, you're
you know, I mean, one of the things. Can I just tell you something? Like.
Not be a moment.
Yeah. Okay. It's not as bad as the fucking Four Seasons, but that's pretty infuriating. Like, if you're trying to fucking get something across and you're faced with this unbearably jolly shit music. You know what I mean? It's pretty fucking caca, like.
Going so morbid, you know.
I'm proper horrible, man. It's because I've had to fucking put up with so much shit. I literally cannot fucking eat this shit no more. I want some fucking fresh water and some fresh food and some fresh air that doesn't smell of shit from people's fucking mouths and the jobs they're supposed to do, and the jobs they're getting paid to fucking do and not fucking doing, you know? You ring the police. Hi, someone's squatting on my property. I don't own it, but I'm the tenant. Someone's squatting in there. Can you get rid of them? No. They're breaking the fucking law. We don't care. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? You know? And I'm an anarchist, but, like, you know what I mean? What am I supposed to do? I'll get arrested if I turn up and fucking start smacking heads. Won't I? I'm not saying I'm going to, or that I would, right? But if I did, you can pretty much guarantee I'd be fucking chains half an hour or a couple of days later. You know what I mean? And you're going, why did you smack heads? Because I wasn't getting anywhere. I tried the fucking legal routes and everybody was ignoring us. They wouldn't take me calls. They wouldn't fucking answer things. They wouldn't fucking arrest people.
Lauren speaking.
Hi, Lauren. Yeah, my name's Aaron Lane. I'm trying to get in touch with Cody Harris. Do you know what days she works? Because I find it impossible to get through on either of our numbers. And she doesn't appear to want to ever phone back unless she's emailed specifically and instructed to get in touch with me.
Right. I know she was on annual leave last week.
Right.
I was having a look. I know she had a meeting today, but I'm
Right.
not sure what time.
Aye, okay.
I can send out an email after I give you a call.
Aye, can you deal with it in her absence, if possible, please, to whatever extent you can, and then pass on the info to her, in addition to emailing her and asking her to call us, right? Because I've got a piece of paper that says my sound equipment is in the hands of Gateshead Council, and if I pay a fee, I'll get it back, and I have to. The way I get it back is to contact Cody Harris on the number listed on the letter, right? Now, I'm finding it difficult to do this because Cody Harris doesn't ever answer my calls and doesn't ring back when I can't leave a message on her calls because there's no even answer phone set, right? So I'm finding it really difficult to ascertain how I get my stuff back. And I've been told that in addition to the letter which says contact her and I will get the stuff back, and that's how I get it back. No, that's not how I get it back. She's going to send me a letter telling me how I get it back. Now, I thought I had the letter telling me how I get it back. I speak to her and I get it back. But no, apparently that's not the case. There's a letter coming from a week and a half ago, which still hasn't arrived at my address in Stanley, which she has, I know for a fact, got, right? And I'm supposed to do what? Wait it out, ring every 2 weeks and get ignored until September when the council have informed me that they will legally own my equipment and then therefore dispose of it how they see fit by making a profit out of me. You know what I mean? I'm not rich. I am like needing my sound equipment to make music on because it is vital to my mental well-being.
Right. And what's your address?
Right, hang on, I've just got to go in the other room. The address in question where the property was taken from was 30 Balfour Street, Bensham, NE8 1YL. That was approximately 6 months ago. For 6 months, I haven't been able to record a vocal on a track because I haven't had my music equipment. Now, I can't really afford to replace that equipment. I need it back. And I want to know what's happening with that and why I've been asked to pay a fee, which I've asked numerous months ago now about what the fee was for. And then eventually I managed to speak to Cody Harris, and I'm eventually told after she rings me back, a week after I've called or whatever, right, and makes contact with me, oh yeah, I'll send you a letter out about this. So where's my letter? Why haven't I received this letter? What's going on? And why can't you use email like I'm supposed to for the complaints department thing? Right, I've got a mental health problem. I doubt whether that applies to her. You know what I mean? I might be wrong, but I might not be. You know what I mean? To my opinion, I'm not
what
wrong.
I'll do is I'll try and get in touch with her. I'll send her an email for you. I'll give you a call. What would be the best contact number for yourself?
07
Yeah.
541
541
435
435
780.
78. Was that 780? Sorry.
Yeah,
yeah. And what's your name?
It's Aaron Lane.
Right. Okay. I'll try and get in touch with her now. I'll send her an email. I'll also try ringing her as well and see if I can get through to her. I'll give you a call as soon as possible. Okay.
Certain questions like occur in my mind as to like what she's actually being paid for. What is her job description, and how does that impound on or compound on? Sorry, that I can't think of the correct word or whatever. How does that affect what she should be doing for me or whatever, or vice versa, right? Because I'm trying to do what I've been told in the letter, right, and contact her with regard to getting the stuff back. But I want to know what the fees are for and why it's deemed necessary to have a locksmith waiting round the corner to pounce and charge God knows what for a call-out charge on my property when all I did was talk with a solicitor for approximately 8 minutes before the police informed me that a locksmith was there ready to take the door down, right? And I want to know why it's standard procedure to have a locksmith waiting around the corner, because there was no way they called him out and he got there in 8 minutes, right? Okay, that is preposterous. He was obviously waiting around the corner, right? Now I want to know why it's standard procedure to have a locksmith waiting around the corner. And basically, if I'm supposed to pay the council officers and possibly even the police officers for their time, what are the police officers doing when they wouldn't execute my request to get someone out of my house who was squatting in it, breaking the law, right? When I rang them and informed them of that fact, right? Why they are then charging me to steal my equipment, basically, right? And why this is standard procedure.
Right. Okay, I'll pass everything over to Cody. Just I'm not an officer, so I don't know what's happening or what's going on.
I mean, shall I tell you more about this? Shall I tell you more about it? Fill you in, right? Because I mean, basically, you're getting paid for your time, right? And basically, probably, I don't know how busy you are, but you might not have loads to do. But this is pretty important to me. It's my mental health, right? It's my future career. If I actually write something that's viable enough to sell like 1 million copies, which it might be, right? I can't get it recorded because I haven't got my equipment. You know what I mean? Basically, I make a lot of noise when I've got my sound system on, and when I've got crazy people living there with mental health problems, which I've also got, right, and they refuse to turn it down, right? Okay. But then when a noise abatement order comes through and says you're going to lose your equipment, I'm not stupid enough to play it as loud as I would if I didn't have a noise abatement order saying you're going to lose your stuff, right? So I didn't play it loud, right? Unfortunately, on one occasion, I invited one person round who brought 2 other people round, and then the neighbours came over to see if I was all right. And the neighbour in question is a complete lunatic who couldn't speak in a normal voice. If you injected him with horse tranquilizer, right, he has to shout. It's his only method of communication. And I asked him numerous times to be quiet or leave the property or both, and he refused, basically. And I've got to then ring the police on my own property in the middle of lockdown with people I haven't invited in, who are my neighbours, who are probably going to brick me windows, maybe, or maybe not, right? Basically, and get rid of a load of people from my house who I've, like, supposedly I've invited in when I didn't actually invite them in. I invited one person in, right? The rest came either with that person or invited themselves in, right? And then I got evicted because of that, right? Because a fight broke out between one of the lads who was there, who had come with a friend of mine who I did invite in, and the neighbour, right? So I got an eviction notice. I've now moved house, right? Okay. Now, if that's noted down as noise from music equipment, how is that? Because I had the music, like, laptop quiet volume. You cannot tell me that playing off a laptop, right, is loud enough to cause a noise complaint in someone's house. And that's approximately the volume that I was playing it at, right? So I want to know why Cody Harris is playing for time and refusing to give me the paperwork that I'm entitled to. He's still there, sorry.
Yeah, I am.
Right, sorry, you're just very silent, so I didn't know if you'd hung up and I was talking to myself. Right, so basically I want to know, like, a few questions occur in my mind, right? One is, like, why is she, like, playing for time with not answering me calls, not answering the paperwork, right? Why has nobody got in touch with us about the official complaint I tried to raise by email, but I've got a mental health problem and I found it much easier to talk to people on the phone and raise things this way because I can verbalise 1,000 words in the space of, like, 2 minutes, which would take half an hour to write in an email, right? You know what I mean? So
Right.
basically, I was on holiday when the noise was being made by this person.
Of why what's happened. I'm only the admin,
No.
so I don't know why things are being seized and why.
Basically, what the council said to me was, right, they executed a warrant. Right, yeah, they executed a warrant, right. Cody was apparently away somewhere, so she got some minions to come along in her place, right, and basically seize my noise making equipment, as it's termed by the council, or music equipment, as I would call it, right. Okay, One is I run a business, or have run a business when I've been less ill, right? And I need that equipment to run that business, right? Okay, I've signed myself up to the HMRC as Base Traffic Limited company as a not-for-profit, right? So even though I'm on benefits, I'm operating as a not-for-profit entity, right? And I need that sound system to operate that not-for-profit entity, that speaker system and that amplifier that's in the property of the council. I'm unable to do any recording because my mixer's there and I can't plug a microphone into my computer to record. So this is affecting my mental health negatively. And every time I get ignored, it's just taking us ages to get the energy together to make the calls or make the emails or whatever hoops I'm supposed to jump through to do this, right? And basically, I'll get paid on Friday. In theory, I could pay the 437 or 67, whatever quid it is, right? And scrape by the next 2 weeks until I get some more money, right? But if this Cody Harris character doesn't bother like phoning us, emailing us, telling us what hoops I'm supposedly got to jump through, which I'm pretty sure she's going to come out with like, I want some receipts to prove it's actually your equipment. Who else is claiming it to be their equipment? Absolutely nobody, right? So why would I have to do that? I didn't get receipts in the first place for some of it because it was second hand, right? I've had this stuff for over a decade, right? And basically, like, you know what I mean? It's me mental health. I'm getting really sick. I'm very tempted, as I said to my friend, if I can get someone to lend us a generator or some electricity supply, I might just rock up outside the council and put my full 12K sound system on through the day, so it's not a rave, because the rave's in the night time, right? And do a protest.
Right, okay.
I reckon if I spoke nicely to Tate Farrier Graham, they might be up for lending us some electric, you know. Sorry, we're talking over the top of each other.
Okay.
Right, yeah, if you can just pass this on to Cody Harris. But I reckon if I spoke to Tate Farrier Graham, right, I reckon I could pay them to lend an extension lead to run my sound system off and rock up like the other side of the road, because you would hear it throughout the entire building, because I've played that sound system you can hear from the jockey in Bencham from Coatsworth Road, mate, okay? Easily, in the daytime, over traffic noise. I don't think I won't. It's
Right,
not
okay,
illegal.
I'll pass
It's not
everything
illegal.
over.
It's not illegal. I don't do anything that's illegal, okay? It's just unlicensed, okay?
Okay, no problem. I'll pass everything over.
Thank you.
Thanks, bye.
Bye. So anyway, if you've been listening to this and you wrote down my phone number, give us a call if you want to fucking rock up to fucking Gateshead fucking Civic Centre and fucking spin some chownage in the middle of the daytime. The more fucking horrible, the better. Fucking party on, mate. Well, fucking apparently I'm losing the sound system sometime in September if I can't jump through whatever fucking hoops they keep fucking putting in front of us and saying, just another hoop. Don't worry, this one won't got petrol on. We won't set it on fire, we promise, in the same manner that the police hold your head while they put you in the police car. We promise we won't smack. Oh dear, you banged your head, sir. Oh, how unfortunate. I don't know how that happened when I was keeping hold of it. Oh, you're so clumsy. Oh no. Yeah, man. Fucking hell. Sick as fuck. Anyway, my average podcast length is between 30 and 40 minutes. So that's a fucking podcast for today. The Unseen University of Gateshead. Durham, 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 Durham. Pink Panther theme tune, obviously, right? And live stream. I hope you cannot see my face. You cannot see my pretty ugly face. Fucking unfortunately, because it's like much more fun when you can, but hopefully, like, you might not be totally fucking bored by this, but you probably will. So I'll probably have to repost on some of our fucking memes, whatever. Fuck off and die. Just especially if you're fucking ruled by the letter of the fucking law, which is fucking bullshit. Fuck off.